London, 1888. A city swallowed by industrial smog, gaslight, and shadows. The poor huddled in the squalor of Whitechapel. But this year, a new shadow fell over the East End. A shadow that would become history's most notorious unsolved case. 5 brutal murders, committed over just 10 weeks. The victims, all women, all tragically poor. Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. Collectively, they became known as the Canonical Five. The killer demonstrated a chilling pattern, striking late at night, in isolated alleyways or homes, always in the heart of Whitechapel. The mutilations were swift and horrific, suggesting a knowledge of human anatomy, possibly from a butcher or a surgeon. The public was gripped by terror. Scotland Yard was baffled. The killer was a ghost, leaving few clues in the chaotic streets. But then, the killer himself began to communicate. A series of taunting letters arrived at the police and news agencies. One was signed, Jack the Ripper. The name was instantly terrifying, capturing the public imagination and forever branding the unknown assailant. Though police debated their authenticity, the name stuck. The investigation that followed was unprecedented. Thousands of flyers were printed. Door-to-door inquiries were relentless. Yet every witness account was contradictory. Every lead evaporated. The greatest failing was the state of forensic science itself. Fingerprinting was not yet a standard practice. DNA evidence was over a century away. The few physical clues, a scrap of an apron, a piece of graffiti, could not be definitively tied to a suspect. The killer simply stopped. After Mary Jane Kelly's murder on November 9, 1888, the reign of terror was over. Over the last 137 years, the mystery has spawned thousands of books and countless theories, a phenomenon known as ripperology. The list of suspects is long and diverse. Polish barbers, aristocratic surgeons, and even members of the royal family. One of the strongest modern contenders is Aaron Kosminski, a Polish-Jewish barber identified in official police notes as a primary suspect, though the evidence remains controversial. Recent DNA tests on victim artifacts have pointed to him, but the findings are constantly debated due to the age and degradation of the samples. The identity of Jack the Ripper remains the greatest unsolved enigma in criminal history. He was a product of his time, using the dense, desperate anonymity of Victorian London as his cloak. And because the killer was never caught, he remains forever embedded in our collective imagination. The terrifying phantom